Okay, so I've got quite a few things I want to look at today. We'll see how much time we've got to go through them. And some of these are actually very useful tips. And it would depend on what device you are using. This is not for cell phones, this is mainly for computers. But the first thing I wanted to talk about is a shortcut that we can use when we are typing a Word document or an email. So if you have a Windows PC, you will notice on your keyboard, there is a Windows button just slightly to the left of the space bar. It's a little picture of 4 little blocks. Can you see that? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to share my screen. I'm going to open up a blank Word document. Here we go. And I'm going to type hello. And then I think, you know what I'd like to add in? I'd love to add in an emoji. So I can go and now click on insert and look for emoji. Where will I find it? Over here? Oh, no, I'm not going to find it there. So what I need to do is, and I hope it's going to work, I hold the Windows button down and I push the full stop. And what pops up are emojis. And here you can pick the different themes.
Which button did you hold down?
I knew this would get people excited. You've also got symbols. So sometimes you're looking for a symbol like a percent or a something, and you want to know where to find it. So what you do is you hold down the Windows button. And
where's the Windows button again?
I'm going to show you. Full stop. Okay, so are you on a Windows PC, Ed?
I haven't the faintest idea.
Do you have Windows? Do you have Windows on your computer, or is it a Mac? Is it a Macintosh, an Apple?
No, I think it's a Windows. It must
be. All right. So if you've got a Windows on your keyboard, on the bottom row, do you see a Windows icon? It'll be near the space bar.
Oh, next to the between the control and the alt.
Correct. You hold that button down.
Yeah.
And then you, while holding it down, you push the full stop.
Full stop.
And if you are busy like typing in something, then it'll pop up. If you're just doing it like, if I just do it now, oh, it did pop up right now. Anyway, that's quite useful. So it pops up at any time. Did it pop up for you?
No, I didn't. Nothing. I didn't. You mean I press it down and I hold it down and I press the full stop button
at the same time while you're holding down the Windows button?
So the screen kind of shrunk, but nothing. I don't see anything else happening.
So it might be that the version of Windows that you are using hasn't got that enabled. So I'll have to do some research on what version of Windows you have. And if there's another way of doing it. But I can say that if I go like this, and I go to share screen, if I hold the Windows button and the full stop, then I have this little thing that pops up, and I have all these wonderful emojis that I can use and put them into text, which is quite nice. If I go to chat and I want to put emojis in, normally here in Zoom, you've got a little emojis button over here. And you can just click on them. But sometimes you want to do it in a Word document. So I'll go like this to Word, and I'll go Windows, full stop, and then I could actually insert a heart, lips, clapping, a winky, sunglasses, eyes, and then I can go to symbols. I can put copyright in. I can put times, $sign. I can put, what else is there that they've got here that's quite fancy? Euros. So, and then I can obviously make that bigger by increasing the font size. I can make those symbols bigger if I wanted to. So it's, you see, when you're using a computer, I mean, a cell phone, you generally have the emojis button on the keyboard. So while you are typing, you can just quickly add an emoji. but a lot of people would love to do that on a computer. If you've got a Mac, then there is a different way of doing it. And if you've got a Chromebook, there is a different way of doing it. So do any of you have a Mac, an Apple Mac? Any of you using a Mac? Probably not. And are any of you using a Chromebook? No. So then most of you will be using Windows. And if you are using Windows, it's just the Windows button and the full stop. And if you are using a MacBook, if I remember correctly, it's Control, Command, Spacebar. So you hold the Control, the Command, and Spacebar down. And if you are using a Chromebook, it is the magnifying glass, the Control button, and the Spacebar. So it's more complicated with those ones. With Windows, it's just 2 buttons. It's Windows and full stop. So you guys can experiment with that and see if you can find that useful. Now, I had a very interesting message this morning. Someone wanted to know, how do I copy my photos onto my computer? Now, I know we did touch on this, but I thought that the one thing I should do is actually physically do it so that you can see the methods. So I asked him, why do you want to do it? And he said he wants to display his photos on the TV. So he wants to take them off his computer, put them on a flash drive, plug them into the USB port of the TV, and you can view the photos manually that way. So in English, what that means is that if you've got a smart TV, at the back of your TV, there might be a USB port. And the USB port allows you to plug in a flash drive or a cable if you want to charge a phone. But if you plug in your flash drive, if you've got photos or videos, there's a good chance that you can actually play them on the TV by just plugging them in. And then, of course, you'd have to use your remote control and look for the source. And the source would be USB, not HDMI, and not the video cables. It would be USB. And some people have got 3 ports for USB. So it'd be USB 1, 2, or 3, depending on which one you plugged it in. And then once you've got the photos up, you can view them on your TV, which is quite nice. But I said to him that there are actually other ways of doing it. Number one, some smart TVs allow you to connect wirelessly and broadcast your pictures onto the screen. That's another session, because that could take an hour to demonstrate, because you've got to find all the unique things that each TV has got. So LG does it one way, Samsung does it another way, Sony does it another way, Apple does it another way. If you've got an iPhone and you're trying to get onto a Samsung TV, it's all quite complicated. But some TVs, if you are connected to the Wi-Fi with your TV, that's the newer versions of the smart TVs, and your phone is connected to the Wi-Fi, then you should be able to broadcast whatever is on your phone in terms of the photo gallery. You should be able to put that onto your screen directly. But what I want to do is show you how to actually physically take it from your phone. So I'm going to show you what I would do if I've taken some photos. I'm going to go to share my screen. So here's my phone. I take my regular cable that I use for charging the phone, and I plug it into the computer, the USB port, and I plug it into my phone. When I do that, it asks me, are you using this to charge only, or do you want to transfer files and photos? I'm going to click the top one, transfer photos. Now what I'm going to do is let me go onto my computer and then share my screen to show you what I would see on my computer. So then I go all the way to my internet, about Windows Explorer. And if I look at all the things I've got here, I will see on the left, I've got my hard drive, I've got this drive, but then it says Steve Huawei Mate Pro. That's my phone. So I click on it, And it says I've only got 15 gigs left of my 111 gigabyte storage. I'm going to double click on it. It's got DCIM. That is where my photos are stored. I'm going to then double click on the DCIM, and then I'm going to go to my camera folder. That is where the photos from my camera are. And I wait for it to populate. So it's just going to quickly go onto my phone and stick all the photos there. And I've got a lot of photos. I do take lots of photos. And while it's doing that, I'm just going to sort them according to details, because it goes a little bit quicker that way. And then I can look at the dates that they were taken. So I'm looking for the most, the newest ones. These were taken, oh, these are videos that were taken. Here's a photo that was taken. Let's take one from the 23rd. Let's take this one here. We can view it if we want to. We can go to extra large icons, and I can go along to the photos that I've taken. Let's take this one here. I like this one. And if I hold the control button down, I like this one as well. So while I'm holding the control button, I can select individual photos like this one. So I've got 3 photos, and these are the videos. I might have to play them to see what's on each one. I can't remember because it's not showing me the little thumbnail of it. But I've got the 3 photos that I've selected. And then what do? I control, or I can either right click and go to copy, or I can go over here. Where's the home button? I can go to copy, or I can push Control C and copy. So that's 3 different ways you can copy. You can right click on a photo and click on copy. You can go to copy over here, or you could push Control C, and that allows you to copy. So you hold the control button down and you push C for copy. And then you go and choose where you want to put it. So let's go over here. Or did I actually, I don't know if I even copied it. Sorry about that. Let's go back there, camera. Let's just pick a random photo. It was this one. And let's choose this one. We'll choose those 2. Copy. Right, I've copied it. I go to my main folder. Let's go like this to CJSA. And I'll put here photos. New folder. Let me just quickly put one over here called phone photos. So if I had a folder called phone photos, then I would go over here and either right click and push paste, or click on paste on the top left-hand corner, or I could do Control V, and it'll paste them both there. And if I actually have a look at them, if I go to view extra large icons, the 2 photos are there on my computer. And the third way that we can do it, so apart from taking your photos and then, let me go stop share there. Apart from taking them manually off your phone and saving them on your PC, apart from the sharing it directly from your phone onto your screen, what you can do is you can also upload all your photos to Google Photos. And then while they are there, you can download them onto your PC. So we did cover that in one session. And if you want to spend some time learning how to upload photos to Google Photos or Google Drive, whatever it is, I'm happy to spend a session, but that's not a 2-minute thing. That does take a little bit of time to go through. And Di, you had a question.
Yeah, so I had a question because I've actually had a whole lot of photographs sent to me on Google Drive, but the person who sent it wants to take it off Google Drive because it's taking space on hers.
Yeah.
So now I want to save it to my PC, but I'm having difficulty in doing that.
Okay, so let's do that. Let's go like this. I'm going to share my screen. All right. So if I had to go like this into Google Drive, let's open up Google Drive over here. Someone has shared a folder with me. So let's find something with photos in it that I could use. Here we go. Here are some photos. And let's choose this one over here. Maybe I want all of those photos. Maybe I just want 5 or 6 of them. I choose them. And then what do? I click on the 3 dots over here and download. And what it might do,
three dots where?
Okay, so on the screen over here, you'll see there are a few icons. Here I can delete them. Here I can preview them. Here I can share this folder with another person. Or I can go to the 3 dots where it says more actions. I click on those 3 dots. And then I go to where it says download. And I can download them onto my PC. But when I download them on my PC, watch what happens. I click on download. You have to wait for it. Preparing the download. It puts them all into a zipped file. And now that I've got the zip file, it says, where do you want to download it to? So if I go along to events and I go to CJSA and I go to phone photos and I go to download over there, save, it's now put that folder in the CJSA folder. But have a look at this. Here are the 2 photos that I downloaded. Here is the zipped folder of photos that I downloaded from Google. Now, the newer versions of Windows allow you to do the following. I double click on it. I can take all of these photos, copy it, go back one, and paste them as they are from the zip folder. And that way, you don't have to have any special software to do it because Windows is actually working with a zipped folder and allows you to actually take the things out while it's zipped. And when they say zipped, it's basically a compressed folder. So it takes all the files, compresses into something a little bit smaller so that it's easier for you to then uncompress it by just going into the folder, copying all of these. So you hold on the first one and you either do Control A. Control A means all of those things. Or you can click on the first one, hold the Shift button down, and then click on the last one, and it'll select everything along its path. So that's 2 ways you could select it all. And then, of course, what do? You can go to copy. You can move it to another folder. You can cut it and then paste it. You could choose what you want to do with those folders. Does that help a little bit?
So yeah, it's when you download it, then it says open file, but you don't really want to open the file, you want to save it.
Well, maybe because it's on your folder. I'm not sure. So
mine is showing all the photos on my file on my computer now. So I want to just save them onto my computer, but it's not showing me where to do that.
So were you able to select the photos in the Google Drive folder?
Well, I said download and it's opened them all. So they are now visible on my computer.
Oh, so maybe it didn't download them as a zip file. Did you put it in a folder?
I haven't put in anything yet because it's just showing, but I wanted to save it on my computer and and that's not allowing me to do it. Well, I don't know where to go.
I would need to have a look at your, let me see. Are you able to share your screen? So are you a co-host?
Yes.
So what you do is go to share screen. Choose
Share
the, yeah, and then you're going to choose the top left-hand corner one that says show full screen.
Top left-hand corner.
It'll say show full screen.
Select window.
Yeah, or select window. So select the Chrome page that you are opening up to download.
Okay, so there, that's what I wanted to share.
Okay, so that is in your drive, Diana and family. Okay, so, but that's in your, it was shared with you. Okay.
Yes, but now I want to save it onto my computer.
So select a few. So you can, yeah, you can just grab a few like that.
Or can you not control A and select them all?
You can, sure. You've now selected, it says 50 items selected. Can you see the 3 little dots?
Yeah.
Click on that. Go to download. Or you can always move them to another folder on your Google Drive. You don't have to download them, but no, don't close it. So what it's doing is it's zipping all those files. It's putting them into a folder. And in a couple of minutes, when it's finished downloading, because I can see the speed, it's that circle's not filling up with a dark color very quickly.
Yeah.
By the time oh, there, it's done. So now, wait for it. Click on that 50 zip thing. And now it's putting it in your downloads folder. So you're actually putting it in your downloads folder. So if you go onto your, well, when it's done, after 2 minutes, you'll go to your downloads folder on your computer, and you'll just copy that file and put in the directory or the folder where you want to see all the photos. And then you should be good to go.
When I did Control A, it said 50, but there are 116, so it's only done some of them.
I don't know. I don't know. Are you sure there are 160 in that folder?
Yeah.
Maybe it only does 50 at a time.
Okay. All right. I'll check on that.
Yeah. I mean, that's you. What I would do is just select a batch, download it, select another batch, download it, and then you've got them all.
Okay. All right.
All right. So you sorted there?
Thank you.
Excellent. All right.
Let me ask a question. I'm
Sure.
just not, this USB cord, I mean, I have the cord. It's the same one that I sometimes use. I can charge my phone with it from
Yeah.
my computer. Oh,
Correct.
I see. But I don't know if I don't remember it showing me those 3 choices that I had. If I put the if I connect,
so it depends on your phone. What kind of phone have you got?
Samsung.
Okay, so Samsung, for example, it might not show the choice because when you plug it in, you have to check that it's an original charger or it's a high-speed charger, because some of them, the chargers only do charging. They don't allow data to move across. So some people buy a whole bunch of cheap cables, and then they try to use them to move data from the phone to the computer, and all it does is just charge the phone. It doesn't actually move the data.
Oh, well,
Is it
the
the original cord?
Well, this one came with my.
Okay, then that's original. That's great. So when you plug in the USB to your computer, and then you plug it into your phone, then what you need to do is then go and search like this. I'll show you now. You're going to go to search your computer, and you're going to look to see if your phone has now been added. So it should say Samsung on the left-hand side of the screen. Oh, I heard a noise. That's good.
No, but it's making constant noises. I don't know why that's happening. It's like
maybe it's not making proper connection. The cable-
It's charging. It's like charging. That's what it's doing. It's just charging my phone. I can't seem to get any other.
And if you touch your screen, is it not asking what you want to do?
Which screen?
Your cell phone screen.
Let me see. Well, oh, it's just going mad here. Just
Okay, so then just unplug it and then plug it in again. And the other thing is you might have to install a driver. You might have to install a little program on your computer to recognize your phone when you plug it in. It does depend on the age of your Windows, whether you've got Windows 7 or Windows 10, that sort of thing.
oh, well, all right. I don't
All right.
know.
I mean, we can play around with it, but I think that the most important thing is you've got to realize that every phone is different and every computer is different because they've got different age operating systems, and that can result in some interesting scenarios where you have to find a workaround for that particular phone. But generally, it should work that way. When you plug it in, you should pick it up on your computer like a hard drive, and then should you be able to move your photos over. All right. The next thing I'm going to show you, unless there are any questions.
I just wanted to say mine said allow device to access phone.
Yes. So then you say
When
yes.
I just plugged it.
And then if that happens, then obviously that's sorted. All right. The other thing that I wanted to show you was a nice cool trick that I think you will enjoy. I'm going to go like this, and I'm going to share my screen again from my phone. It does depend on what phone you've got. If you've got an iPhone, you would use Siri. If you've got a phone like mine, which is an Android phone, you use Google. And there are times where you are sitting in your car and someone plays a song and you think, oh man, who sings that song? So here is a cool thing that's going to happen. I'm going to attempt to play some music from my computer, and I'm hoping you'll be able to hear it through my microphone. So let me go like this. I'll find some music. Where is my music? Oh, it'll be over here. Here we go. Music. No, that's not the music I was looking for. Oh boy, where is my music? Maybe over here somewhere. Let's see. Okay, it's probably over here under the D drive. No. Wow, I really should organize my drives better. I've got so much data over here. Here we go, music. All right, I'm going to play a song that might be an oldie. Let's try something that maybe you would know. Now, of course, can you hear that song if I play it through my speakers? Were you able to hear it?
Yeah.
Oh, good. Okay, so I'm going to play it, and then I'm going to ask my phone what that song is. All right, are we ready? And I'm hoping it's going to behave itself. Let's see if it'll work. Okay, Google, what is the name of the song? Okay, Google, what is the name of the song? And as you notice, Google correctly identified it as Purple Haze, Jimi Hendrix. But sometimes you get an obscure tune. something like a jingle. I don't know, maybe it's a jingle from a commercial. Let's see if I can find something really difficult for it to know. Maybe there's an instrumental or something. Let's see if I can find something that would really be tough for this phone to pick up. Let's see. I mean, would it even know some of these songs? I don't know. I'm going to pick a song over here. You know what? If I search for jazz, that will help me. 50 Shades of Jazz. And I'm looking for, I want a instrumental jazz. I don't want one where it can actually hear the words. Maybe that will make it more challenging. Let's see. There must be a nice jazzy instrumental. I'll find one here. So while I'm looking over here, let's have a look. So that would be interesting. Okay. This is dance music from Ibiza. So if you actually ever went and partied, it's going to play music over here. I can't vouch for any of this music. It just happened to be on my phone, on my computer. But let's see what happens. I'm going to play it. And I'm going to ask if Google can recognize the song. Okay, Google. Who sings the song? Right. According to Google, this is a song called, let's go back here. It's a song called Free by Alternate. And if I look at my computer, that is exactly the name of the song. So there have been times where I've been sitting in my car and a song comes up on the radio and I'm thinking, oh, I love that song. Who sings it? I just go, hey, Google, who sings that song? And Google starts listening and all of a sudden it works out who the song is. And then I can always just take a screenshot so that I know that if I want that song, I can download it. Sometimes, for example, they play a little jingle in a commercial, and that jingle is part of a bigger song. But you want to know, where am I going to get that music from? Because I'd like to use it in a presentation. And you just ask Google or Siri, hey, Siri, can you please tell me who plays that song? And Siri will be able to tell you. And you can go test it out with your phones today because it really is quite a cool feature. Let's see. What else did I want to show you? There was a question from Ed. I think it was you that asked about sports last week. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Okay. So I did some digging and I found a couple of options. Your first one, I'll put it in the chat for you. Here we go. Your first one is facebook.com/watch. If you've got Facebook, let me show you what I mean. Let's go like this. Let's go to Facebook. I'm just going to go like this and open facebook.com/watch. And I'm already in Facebook. I've signed in already. You can see I've signed in. So I've got access to all of these videos over here. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to search for tennis. Tennis. And then it says, do you want live tennis? So I click on live and it filters. And now it's looking for anything that is live right now. There was the Victorian Tennis Awards. It was live. That was live. Is there anything that is live? I'm looking now. Nothing at the moment, but there might be something that is live that you can watch. And if I click over here, for example, this was live. Table tennis. So some schools might stream their things live on Facebook. You never know who's going to want to stream an event live, and there might be some big Wimbledon matches or something like that that you'll be able to check out as well. So you type in your topic, and then you decide, do I want to watch the live version? Or maybe it's already played and you've missed it and you want to actually watch it as well. The other website that you could try, which was working yesterday, I'm holding thumbs that it's going to work today, is this one here. It's called Stream to Watch. Here we go. I'll now share my screen and show you what it looks like. Let's go to open up a browser. Okay, there's the link, Streams to Watch. So let's say we're looking for rugby. I don't know if there will be any rugby, but we can try. Let's do a search for rugby. So let's go to this one over there, rugby. No, I'm not seeing anything live there for rugby. There is tennis as well. Hold on, here's the rugby schedule. So here's one that's live right now, La Rochelle versus Toulon. Let's see if it is actually live right now. No, this one wasn't allowed on their server. Let's go back to maybe tennis. Let's see what comes up. There's a tennis TV channel. Let's go to that one. And this is live tennis right now. Let's click on it. You might get lucky. Sometimes you have to wait a while. And there we go. We've got some live tennis here. Alexandrova versus Kontaveit. And I didn't put the audio on, but you can hear the audio as well. It's happening in Moscow right now for the World Tennis Association. So let's do that. There we go. So there we go. So you can actually watch various sports live by clicking on that. You've just got to get lucky. You fiddle around, you'll find a channel that is either legally broadcasting or one that is about to start broadcasting. It's all about timing and knowing the website well. And hopefully you should be able to find some sport to watch live. So let's see if there was anything else that
just on that point,
Yes.
you say Facebook. I've got Facebook on my phone, but I'm not sure I've got it on my computer. How do I
So what you need to go to facebook.com on your computer and you
just
sign in. Yeah, you sign in.
okay.
And once you've signed in, then you just do a search for facebook.com/watch. And because you signed in, it'll automatically take you to that page.
Oh, okay. Thanks.
Awesome. And I hope you get to see lots of sports online for free, which is always a win. That's what we're always after. Let's see if there was anything else that I was going to show you today. There was a request for antivirus protection. So there are many different ways of protecting your computer. One way of doing it is to use Windows has got its own virus protection, and you've just got to make sure that it's on. So if I had to go to my Windows screen over here, let's have a look to see what it says. On the bottom of my screen, it says type here to search. I'm going to type in virus, and I'm going to look at virus and threat protection. And right now, my AVG virus is on, but Windows has got its own one. If you put another antivirus program on your PC, you can make it take preference over the Windows one. It's entirely up to you. I use AVG. It might not be the world's best one, and it's not free. There might be some parts that are free, but it's very limited. I've got the full version. But if you're looking for a free version of an antivirus, then you can download this one here. It is absolutely free. I'll put this in the chat. It's called Avira, A-V-I-R-A. You can click on that link and then you can install it on your PC, no problem. And most of these things, when it's installed on your computer, it runs in the background. It automatically updates whenever new virus definitions come out. Then it knows that if this kind of virus pops up on your computer, it knows it needs to sort it out. But if I had to go to my computer over here and I had to run AVG, which is my particular antivirus, let's see if it will behave itself and load up. Oh, it is already open. I can have a look to see if my computer is protected, my web and email, hacker protected, privacy protected, payments are protected. The virus definitions, the most recent ones are from 2 minutes ago. So if I refresh, it's just checking the internet to see if there's any more. Okay. 2 minutes ago was the latest one. Let's go to check for updates. Any new virus definitions? No, I was up to date already. So it will always check to see that you've got the latest virus definitions. The last time my computer was scanned was 7 hours ago. And you can go into settings and say how often it must check your computer. Whenever you plug something in, automatically search it. Whenever someone sends you an email, automatically search it. You can do all of those things with an antivirus program. Some people should also install a malware search. A malware search means that when someone sends you one of those funny emails, you have just won $50 million from a Kenyan prince. And you're like, what? What a fabulous day. I've just won $50 million. Oh, and I was having such a tough time. I'm going to click on this email over here just to see how I can get, wait a second. He's a Kenyan prince, but he doesn't sign his name as His Royal Highness. He signs it as Mary. How many princes are called Mary? There's something very suspicious about this, and I've already clicked on it. What sometimes happens is that it installs a little program on your computer, and that is called malware. And that stuff is nasty because what it does, it starts popping up things on your, like, you know, you're busy on your Google Chrome, and then all of a sudden adverts for ridiculous things start popping up, and you've got all these extra things in your search bar, and you're like, what? I didn't put that stuff there. So how do you search for your malware? You can download this program. It is also free. Here we go. I'll put this in the chat. It is called Malware Bytes. And this particular program will search your internet search engines. It will look at your browsers. It will look at your computer to see if you've got any previously installed malware, and it will remove it for you. Because at the end of the day, it's the malware, it's the ones that operate behind the scenes that you don't know about. Collecting things like whenever you send an email with, I don't know, to someone, it's collecting all those email addresses and sending them to a list so that they can use that for cold calling and spamming you for advertising certain products. So you want to just keep an eye on that. And Malware Bytes will certainly allow you to do a search of your computer to make sure you've got no malware on. And Avira is a free antivirus that should be able to protect most of you. On the whole, you know, there are so many billions of computers on the network that why would they target you? They normally target people that they can get money out of, but nowadays they write software that doesn't care who you are, doesn't care where you live. If you've got internet on your computer and you're not protecting your computer, it will go on and see if it can find anything of value. It's looking for keywords like deposit, bank account number, and then they can try and use that against you somehow. So it's just worthwhile protecting yourself if you are going to spend a lot of time on the internet. Are there any questions? Oh, they're quiet again. Yes, Estelle, you got a question. But you might have to meet me halfway and unmute. Then at least I can help you.
Okay, what I wanted to ask you is to do with Bluetooth. I haven't got Bluetooth on my car, but my daughter bought me a device. You plug it in, it links to the radio, but I can't get my phone to connect to it.
Okay, so what happens there, for those of you who don't know, you get a little device. Oh, let me do this. Stop sharing. Okay, so you get a little device, and this device plugs into your cigarette lighter to charge it, and it tunes to a certain frequency, and then you tune your radio to that frequency so that anything that plays from that device will play through your radio on that frequency. Then what you need to do is you need to pair your cell phone with that device. So one of the things that often happens when you're pairing a Bluetooth device is that your phone might not have the setting on that allows you to connect with anything. So in other words, and let me show you what I mean. So if I go like this, I'm going to share my screen over here from my phone. So right now I'm going to go to Bluetooth, and I'm going to hold that button down. And here are my Bluetooth things. I'm going to click on switch on my Bluetooth. So Bluetooth is switched on. Notice underneath it says currently visible to nearby devices. That is my device name. And of course, now I've got the devices that I've paired with before. But what is interesting is that you need to switch a button on that little cigarette device, that little lighter device, to switch its Bluetooth on and activate the Bluetooth. And that's going to transmit a signal. And then you're going to push scan on your phone to look for that signal. And as soon as you see it, you're going to then ask to pair with it. Do I have something that I can pair with in Bluetooth? I'm going to find something quickly. Give me a second. I've got something. Let me get something quickly. Right. Okay. This over here is a Bluetooth speaker. They are wonderful for prizes. The kids absolutely love these. Here it is. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn the Bluetooth speaker on.
The Bluetooth device is ready to pair.
The Bluetooth device is ready to pair. So now I'm going to go to scan. I'm now scanning to see if anything pops up. Let's see if it finds anything. And I've got so many things here. I'm hopefully going to be able to find it over here. Ah, it found something, the EC3802. I click on it. Then it says allow access to your contacts and call history. No, I don't need to do that. Let's just pair it.
The Bluetooth device is connected successfully.
It is now connected successfully to this Bluetooth device. And now if I go to my phone and I push music, let's go like this. And I play one song. Oh, those funny adverts. Let's choose, yay. Let's choose a song that we've got in the library. All songs. Let's pick one over here. Wow, I've got a lot of recordings that have put them in the library as well. They're not even songs. Let's choose this one. Now that's not playing it through my speaker. It might be because I'm plugged into the computer here. Let's try that again. Sorry about that. Let me make sure that I was connected to the right Bluetooth. So I'm going to go like this. Bluetooth connected to the audio. So then I should be connected to the audio. Let's see. And you see, this is where the funny things happen. It could be because, you know what it is? It could be that I'm plugged into the Zoom call as well, and it's confusing between which audio to be using. But normally, if I just go like this, switch off my Bluetooth.
The Bluetooth device is ready to pair.
Now let's redo it again. Let's see if it's connected.
The Bluetooth device is connected successfully.
And now if I push the music, let's go to play music. Now that is odd, that it's actually only playing through my phone. It's not playing. So maybe there's a fault here. It could be because I just pulled this out of my car now. But normally what is supposed to happen is that, of course, it's supposed to connect and then play through the speaker, which is quite frustrating because it wasn't doing it there. But maybe that was the problem with yours. So you're saying that it's not, you're not picking up the Bluetooth from that device. Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
So
But
there must be a button on it that when you push the button, it sends out a Bluetooth signal. And then on your phone, you've got to scan and look for that signal. And as soon as you see it, you then accept it and then it'll pair the two. And then if you play music through your phone, or I think even do a normal telephone call, it should play through the radio. All right.
Okay, thanks.
Will you
I'll
test
try
it out,
it.
Estelle, and you let me know?
I will. Thank you.
Okay. And I'll try and sort out this song and find out why it's not playing my music. Any other questions? No?
Looks like everybody's learned what they need to this week.
Good. All right. Then we'll see you all same time, same place next week. And hopefully we can touch on, maybe we'll even look at some Bluetooth things and what we can do with Bluetooth and why it's so important, and how to maybe even if you've got a laptop and a Windows phone, a Windows laptop and a regular Android phone, you might not realize this, but you can actually sync your phone contacts and messages and everything to your computer, which I can show you as well. So we'll chat about that in next week's session. And if you have anything else you want me to do, let me know. I'll gladly cover it as well.
Thank you, Steve. Thanks so much. Have a good week.
You too.
And you as well. See you later or tomorrow